Hello, everyone. Welcome to my coffee break. Today, I'm trying a new coffee that I don't live in Canada, but I wanted to try Tim Hortons coffee, and the only way I can get it is through the grocery store. So I went to the local grocery store and I got Tim Hortons dark medium roast coffee. It's already ground. I didn't have to grind the beans. I normally like to grind my own beans. So I got this, and it says it's Canada's favorite coffee. So we're going to give it a try and see how it is. I made it in my French press. I put 4 tablespoons of coffee, of the ground coffee, to 16 ounces of water. And I brewed it in my French press, medium grind. Well, it's a medium roast, but I like to grind it myself. But this one it was already ground, so I didn't have to grind it. But I normally buy whole bean coffee, and I grind it myself. But this one was already ground, and it's pretty. It smells real. When I opened it up, it smelled really good. And so a while ago I tried to do a broadcast, and it kept freezing. I looked and found out that I wasn't on my Wi-Fi. So I hooked up to my Wi-Fi, and here we go. You can see, I don't know, yeah, there you go. Smells really good. It tastes very good. Let me get a napkin. It tastes really good. I was saying earlier that I would probably give this a 4 cups out of 5 cups. When I grind my coffee from my French press, I normally do like a medium grind. Um, Actually, I pulse it a few times, and I look at it. And in my French press, I would do a more of a coarser grind, and then for my pour over, I do a more of a finer grind. But it depends. It depends on what somebody would like on that. This is really good, and I'm feeling good today. I'm using one of my son's cups, but I was going to use my Stormtrooper cup, but I decided to use that one. I was saying in my last broadcast, one of my favorite actors from Canada is this one right here, John Candy, and he was going to make us some pancakes today. But I don't have a big enough stove, Mr. Candy, to make that that size of a pancake. By the way, rest in peace, John Candy. You're one of my favorite actors. You're so funny. You are so funny. But so how is everyone today? I'm glad. I hope it's a better view now, because I kept getting on Prism Live. It kept telling me that the internet was unstable. Turns out I just didn't have my Wi-Fi on. Um, our cable system gives a Wi-Fi. Yes, he was very funny, wasn't he? I mean, there were several movies I really liked of his, but they're just really sad. I think he died really early. But I really liked. Uh, he was just a very talented uh, gentleman, and I liked just about every movie that he made. I really liked. The Uncle Buck, I think it was called. It was very, very funny. And I liked him and Steve Martin. Steve Martin, they were funny in movies too. Oh, it was really good. Rob, how do you like your coffee? All right, good. Thank you. I'll probably put the other video. I would probably put it on private because it kept freezing. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Because when Felicia Bacon joined, she said that she was having internet connections, and I think it was me. I think it was my side. So, thank you, Rob. Let me know. Fist pump. I'm in the little kitchen I had for my studio was in my son's room, and now my son is moving back into his room, so I had to take everything down. So I'm in the process of trying to figure out where can I do my broadcast. And so I said, you know what? We'll just do it in my kitchen and just make sure it's organized a little bit. So how is Illinois? Do you use a drip maker? Oh, cool. I used to have a drip coffee maker, but then it broke. So now I just been using my French press, and I have a little pour over, it's like a Chemex, but it's called a Bodum. It's a little vase or vase kind of thing, and you put the filter and you pour the hot water in there. And I really like the French press. French press takes a little bit longer because you have to you pour the hot water in. You let it sit for like 9 minutes to actually really brew really good, and then I stir it up and I let it sit for another 3 to 5 minutes, and then before I press down the plunger, I get what they call the creme on top off, because that's what makes the coffee really bitter. So you take that off, and then you put the plunger down. This is what I meant by plunger, this thing. I don't know if that's really what you call it, but that's you plunge it down, and oh, really? Do you like that? I really like doing that too. You just get a good mason jar. I bought those tea filters at Central Market. They're called tea, or what the name of it, but they're long tea bags. Hey, Juicy. Oh, okay. That's somebody from Twitch. I don't know if be nice. Okay. Let's see. The tea bags, I grind the coffee, and I kind of grind them a little finer than I normally do for the French press. And then I soak those over. I put it in the water and let it set in the refrigerator. I usually do like 8 to 10 hours, but somebody said 14. I was watching another person on YouTube. Well, there's a bag. Somebody is asking, do I put coffee in tea bags? There's some filter bags that you can use for tea or coffee, and they're kind of long. They're about that long, I guess, and they're a nice filter. So what I do with those, I fill it with coffee. I put about 30 grams, or I don't know what that is in version, but and then I just put that in a big mason jar, put it in the refrigerator, and cold brew is actually better because it's less acidic and for you. And but I was watching somebody the other day. They were making nitro coffee, and that was really interesting. But it seems like that would be, it would cost a lot of money to get that set up because you had to buy the canister, you had to buy the equipment to hook up to nitro, and it was just. But I said, well, I'll just stick with buying nitro coffee. But I would have to say, cold brew is one of my favorite ways of brewing coffee because it's very smooth. You think that, Rob? I think it's very good. Oh, my goodness, already almost finished. Almost finished. Look, I already drank 2 cups of coffee in one sitting. Oh, well. Let's see. Well, my hand is steady. It's not shaking. So I didn't. I used to have a boss one time. He would drink coffee all day. And I said, how can you drink coffee all day? He goes, well, see my hand? And if it's not trembling, like from the caffeine, I haven't had enough coffee yet. I said, oh, okay. But I'm glad you enjoyed that, Rob. Enjoy the cold brew. They actually sell, I saw in the store, they actually sell machines, like pitchers or containers that you can make cold brew, but it's just so much easier just to put it in a mason jar. You just get a good mason jar. I was trying to find a bigger one. I have like a 16 ounce mason jars. I was trying to find a slightly larger, so that way I can make a bigger batch of cold brew instead of so it'll last a little bit longer. But I haven't found it. I'm sure there is out there. Oh, that's really good. Well, thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Oh, you did? On Amazon? You bought a cold brew pitcher? I have to look that up. Let's see. Right now, I guess I'll stick with the mason jar. But I appreciate everybody joining me. Thank you for your company, Rob. And the person from Twitch, I'm not going to repeat your name on there. Sorry. My pleasure. Thank you for joining me. Give this one a try. If you see this in your store, give it a try. It's really good. I was really surprised. Tim Hortons. They kind of a donut shop, coffee shop in Canada. And remember, Canada's favorite coffee. I'm not sure, but thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to put a video right here and a subscribe button right here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time on Kinrod's Coffee Break. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, please. And if you want to subscribe for more coffee breaks or coffee reviews, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for future notifications. Thank you. Bye, everybody.